Okay, boss. In the last class, we've seen about creating InfoObjects, right? So, how many of you practiced? No one. Good. Boss, BW needs practice, boss. Otherwise, it doesn't work out. Doesn't make sense to do the course also. When a course is so, but if you're really looking at BW's career, you have to do practice, boss. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Okay, because you're going out to handle an interview with a person who has got 8 years, 10 years of experience, boss. Only when you practice, you can deal with him. Otherwise, you can't. Because those people have been seeing the same system from 10 years every day, so you got to deal with those people. So you should capture those timing. At least when you practice some 10 hours, 15 hours a day, you can deal with them. It needs practice, otherwise it doesn't make sense. When a course is so, I put nak double is so, okay, please. Okay, boss. So now what we are trying to do today is, you know about creating InfoObjects, but I just want to show you how does this BW work in. How do we implement a data warehousing solution in BW? Just to walk through on the system how it works out. Okay. What I do is, now look at this. Do we have another SAP product like ECC? Which is what? It's a transaction system. It's an ERP product where it will have a lot of modules like SD, MM, PP, and they create different set of transactions in it. Now BW is not a module of ECC. BW is a separate application and ECC is a separate application. What I want to do is, I would like to log into ECC, understand some functional requirement, and then see how do I deliver this in BW. Okay. So I'm not teaching you anything now. I'm just showing how does it works out in BW. Okay. Just to have a feel of what BW works on. So see, look at this. What is client here? So this is, I'm logging into ECC bus. Let's say, assume there is already a customer or a client who has already purchased ECC and what? BW software, both. Okay, and they have installed both the softwares. Now after they have installed ECC, there was an SD consultant who actually configured the entire system, where it was enabled to create a sales order, deliveries, to process all the sales transactions in the system. Okay. So in ECC, if they want to create a new sales order, okay, they use a T code VA01. Who will do this? Who will create this sales order? SD consultant or MM consultant? End user would create. Business user would create this, because SD consultant will only configure the ECC system so that end business users can start posting their transactions. Okay. Let's say I have a T code VA01. So SD consultant is already configured now. Now let's say now it is online, the server is up and running. Now let's say I get an order from the customer saying I want item 1 and I want item 2. So when I receive an order, I'll have to create a sales order in the system. Order from a customer is what? Sales order. If I raise an order to another supplier, then it will be purchase order. Let's say now I got an order from some customer, so I'll have to start creating it. So we don't have to learn how to create a sales order, but just see that it is going to create some sales order now. So I'm just to make it simple, I'm just trying to create with, just give it as over. Let's say this is how end user creates it. First time koddiga slow untundi, because if I just show you some table and extract, you don't really understand what I'm trying to do there. Okay. The business requirement illa issaru annattu. They will show you what they are trying to do and they'll say what analysis they want from that. Yeah. I'm going with order. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to create an order which is copy of another order. Instead, because it takes a lot of time to enter everything, so I'm not doing anything. So this will be done by whom? The business user is going to create an order. Like let's say whenever he receives an order from a customer, you would basically record everything to the system. This is a front end screen for him. He gets to VA01 T code, start entering who is my customer, what all products he want, what all items he want, what quantities he want, what is the price we are going to deal with, what is the total value of the order, and what date he wants delivery. All those details he enters in. Okay? First time put this slow, then it picks up. So let's say now this is my order bus. Okay, say what order? What is this here? Sold to party, shipped to party. Is it not both customer? Sold to party is nothing but it's a customer who has placed an order to me, and shipped to his party is a customer to whom I need to ship the goods. So what is the customer number here? So in the sales order, I will have customer who has placed an order for me. Since I copied it from a different order, it is copying all the details. Otherwise, the end user should start typing who is the customer number, to whom I should do, then when is my delivery expiry date. I need to enter all these details. Whether payment is, what is my payment card, I need to enter payment terms. Payment terms ante first I will supply this, you can pay credit for 15 days. Atla konni untayi. He enters all these payment details like this. Then in one order can we place multiple items first? But here there is only one item, but this is item number 10. What is metal it is? Metal, and what is the quantities are order? 11 pieces ante 11 pieces. And if you go to right, you will find what the details. What is the amount of this order? Yeah, 378. Yeah, that's 376. And say total value is what? 414. This is the total value of this item. But how many items I have got? Only one item, right? So the value of all the items is the total value of the order. Here I get this total value. What is the total value of the order? Since I got only one item, it is like this. Suppose if I increase this count, it's not, let's say this is not actually, where is this quantity? Let's say this is not 11, let's say it is 15. Okay. Does it change my value of the order? It's 560. Like this, end user would just basically type in all this, he'll enter all the shipping. Now if you, let's say now 15 bus. I might be delivering all 15 in one stretch, or you might ask me deliver me 10 today and 15 after 1 month, remaining 5 after 1 month. That is what we call schedule lines. Okay. Now if you double click on this item, I can see those schedule lines. So on 16th, so now we are giving everything on one day itself. Okay. We are giving it because we have stock. I can give everything on one day. Okay. Or you can get it sales data, like you can see how it is measured and what is the pricing date, because the price changes from date to date. What is my date on which the pricing is done? Billing information, you'll have, there's something like pricing information. You'll have some item details, quantity is so and so. The 15 pieces, one piece equal to one car, that is a unit conversions. I can select this and say go to item, pricing on that, accounting. Okay, but he basically enters all this information and then they click on what is it? The save. Like this, every time they receive an order from the customer, they are basically creating a sales order like this. Now when they save in, will this data go and sit into some database? Actually, look at this. Now in BW, when you buy the BW software and you can install with any database you want. Let's say what I'll do, I'll install Oracle database, then I'll install what? BW 1. Same way, when I buy the ECC software from SAP, I can install the ECC product with any database I want. Same way what I would have done, I would have installed Oracle database, on top of it I will install what? ECC bus. Clear on this bus? Now, so when I am creating sales order, it is actually creating the data in those databases. So will it actually store in some tables? You don't have to create database. Database is already defined, the tables are already defined, the data will go and store into those tables. I just have to extract data from those tables and load into what? BW queues and generate the reports what they want. Yeah. Now sales, what is the order number? 14387. This is the order which is created first. Now I wanted to know, this is VA01 is for creating, okay. If I want to just see the order what is created, I can go with VA03, is a T code where you can see the order. So this was order which is created 14387. Get inside, enter, just say, click enter. I can see details of the order. This is the order number, this is a customer number, yeah. This is the total value of the order, and I see the item, and this is the product, and this 15 pieces it is. I want to go with extras, go to header, sales data. Now, in the very good sales data, I can see, look at this, in which sales office this was created, in which sales group this was created, and what is sales here, sales organization, distribution channel, division. Okay, I can understand. Let's say 1000 means what? Yeah? What does 1000 mean? What? Germany, Frankfurt. That was a sales area, sales organization. What is the distribution channel? 12 indicating what? What? Sold by resale. Okay. And what is 00 indicate? Division. Yeah. Under which division? Cross division. So you'll have sales organization, division, distribution channel. Okay. Sales office. Which office it is? Frankfurt office. Yeah. And which group they have sold in? MS Chimil something, they have got some group. This is all configured. This order was created by this user, and what date it was created, and this document was created on this date. Pricing date is this, and the document is in which currency? Euros. Lots of stuff. I get sales district. All this information is, and conditions. Pricing information. See, the total price is this, gross value. There is no discount. Did we give any discount? No. Rebate basis also this. So total value is what? 5.65. No output tax is so and so, and so and so. This 6.5, and the total value would be. This is giving you total margin. How much do you get from this order also? So you have a lot of details, and when you save this details would be in some tables in the backend. We are nowhere interested in this particular screen. We are only so the functional team would explain me like this. My business user, or when you gather requirements, they say, boss, every time posting a lot of sales orders like this, when I get an order from a customer, I would like to analyze these sales orders under. So ultimately, I will not be worried about this screen. My main worry about where is this all information stored. Edo table but game. Okay, so there is some techniques you can find the table like this, or experience with us. Just order number I can just F1. You can say F1 on this, and you click on technical help. This can help you out. Today, ఆ ఫీల్డ్ VBAC అనే టేబుల్లో ఏ ఫీల్డ్లో ఉంది, VBL అనే ఫీల్డ్లో కూర్చుని అటు కొన్నిసార్లు దొరుకుతుంది, కొన్నిసార్లు దొరకదు. బట్ యూ కెన్ ట్రై యువర్ లక్ లైక్ దిస్. అట్లా ఈ ఫీల్డ్ కావాలా, ఇది ఎక్కడ ఉంది? F1 VBAC టేబుల్. వాట్ ఇస్ దిస్ ఫీల్డ్? You can use this kind of help to find which table where it is stored. Generally, ఒకవేళ నువ్వు కనుక్కోలేకున్నా కూడా you'll have some functional consultants who is working for this project. మన దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి, అన్న, I actually wanted to do reporting on the sales orders. Can you tell me about sales order data? వాటి స్క్రీన్ చూపిస్తాను. నాకు ఇది వద్దన్నా, బ్యాక్ ఎండ్లో టేబుల్స్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటే నీకు ఏమైనా ఐడియా ఉంది, వాళ్ళకి కొద్దిగా ఐడియా ఉంటుంది. యూ కెన్ గెట్ ఫ్రమ్ హిమ్, ఆర్ గూగుల్లో కూడా. ఇట్స్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ doing research and finding out the tables. So once you get the tables, the game is done. You should catch out of those tables, extract the data, load into your targets, do reporting in BW. Clear? So now with this information, I could identify that the information is stored in the tables. So where do you see in SAP, either BW or ECC, we use a T code SC11 to look at any data dictionary, any tables. Okay, get into SC11 T code. This is where you can see all the database artifacts. Now, what is the table name? We could get the table VBAC, yeah, and set display. This is all I'm doing in ECC or BW? ECC. Get into the VBAC table, yeah. Then the first slow. Say what? This is my table. Look at this. And the fields tab, this is a table name, this is a description name. In the fields tab, I could see all the fields of the table. And what is table? How many columns are there? There are almost 147 now. Now does this table have got a field called mandate? Mandate, and it's a client dependent table because I logged it ECC with which client? 800, right? If I log in with 810, I see different content. If I log in with 800, I see different content. Yeah? That is handled by this field. Now don't worry in this. Now go to contents. I would like to see content of this data. What was the order we created? 14386 7. Okay. Execute. Will I find this order details now? Unda? Yes. Select this and display. You can see details of the order. Motta order details. 800 client lo. This order name, date. You create this user got you do. VB type. C and document type. Okay. C indicates what is it? It's an order. Okay. Then OR and what type of order it is? It's a standard order. OR and Judibus. LMNOPQR. What is the word? It's an order, but within order there are a lot of types. Consignment order, standard order, what it is? It's a standard order. And what is the value of this order? 5.65. What is the value of this order? Euros. And which sales organization it is done? 1000, 12, 00, 130. You remember sales office, sales group, all this. If you don't understand these fields, you can say fields, settings, parameters. You can say field label. And you can see more on the descriptions now. Net value, sales organization, distribution channel, division, sales group, sales office. Yeah, you get to see all the information from here. You do also get to see customer. Look at this. Sold to party is what? 1033. What not? You get most of the information here. This is actually called the header boss. Header and when you create a sales order, do you create one? Does it have one item or multiple items? Multiple items, right? Information common for all the items, we refer it as header. Information specific to each item, we call this item level database. Actually, VBAC table and the header level database. But if I want to see information about each item level, then it will be a different table. I told you database will be normalized completely. Yes or no? Because if I store header and item together, will it denormalize database? So go to VBAC table. Dintlo anni item level data untundi. How many items did I have in that order? Only one actually. 143786. So I see I got an order. This is my item number 10. What is the product? L60C. You can get in details of this complete. You can see this is what it is, and what is my order quantity? What is it? Order quantity is how much? 15, and 15 pieces it is, and weight is so and so. You can get into this each of these details. Net price is so much. ఇది నెట్ ప్రైజ్ ఎందుకు నా ప్రైస్ 300లో ఉంటే నాకు టోటల్ వాల్యూ 5లో వస్తుందంటే దిస్ నెట్ ప్రైజ్ ఇస్ పర్ దిస్ కార్ బికాస్ కార్టన్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు కార్టన్ ఇస్ 1 బాక్స్ అండ్ ద కంప్లీట్ బాక్స్ ఇస్ 378 రూపీస్ బట్ వాట్ విల్ బి వాల్యూ ఫర్ 1 ప్రోడక్ట్ అట్లా అంటే సేయింగ్ 100 పీసెస్ ఇంటూ 1 బాక్స్ 1 కార్టూన్ అండ్ ద కంప్లీట్ కార్టూన్ ఇస్ 378 రూపీస్ నా వాట్ ఇస్ 1 పీస్ 3.78 and how much is for 15 atla calculate. So there is something like there is something like numerator and denominator, and then they calculate like that. Okay, is your numerator denominator ఇది 1:1000 bus, not even 100 అంటే ఒక పీస్ 1000 పీస్ వచ్చేసి ఒక కార్టూన్ అన్నట్టు. దట్ ఈస్ న్యూమినేటర్ అండ్ డినామినేటర్. అప్పుడు 1000లో డివైడ్ 0.3 into 15 అట్లా వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. దట్స్ వై ఇట్ ఈస్ కమింగ్ as 15. 5 రూపీస్ వస్తుంది. ఓకేనా బస్ ఫైన్. ఇంకా అటుంటే డీటెయిల్స్ ఉంటుంది. విల్ లర్న్ మోర్ లేటర్. ఎంత సెల్ఫ్ లర్నింగ్ అన్నట్టు మోర్. బట్ అల్టిమేట్లీ దెర్ విల్ బి సమ్ డేటా అండ్ టేబుల్స్ లైక్ దిస్. ఫైన్. దెన్ వన్స్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్ దిస్ ఫంక్షనల్లీ, అండ్ ఇంకోటి ఏమంటే నౌ యువర్ సేల్స్ ఆర్డర్ వుడ్ హ్యావ్ సమ్ స్టేటస్ వెదర్ ఇట్ ఇస్ క్లోజ్డ్ ఆర్ స్టిల్ ఓపెన్ ఆర్ నాట్. అగైన్ ఆల్ ది header relevant status will be again in another table. VBUK. There is another table called VBUK which will give you status of the sales orders. Okay. చూడేమంటుందో confirmation status C అంటే ఏంది బస్, it is confirmed, order is confirmed completely, but what about delivery status? Did we deliver things? Not yet processed. What about billing status? Billing status is blank, not relevant, because only after delivery and after we issue the goods then it gets into billing. So till then billing is nowhere relevant. Like this you can get the status of your order. Now overall status is what it says. Not yet processed, we have not done anything on that. Itla they'll have the status of the orders in this table. Okay, naakemante now say you sit with the end users. Okay, now this is how it is all happening in ECC bus. Now as a BW consultant we are trying to implement a data warehousing solution in BW bus. What is it? You start the project with user requirements. How do you gather requirements bus? We get involved with the user requirement phase and understand the requirements from the user. Generally na experience ela undante, when I interact with the users and say we are from BW and we would like to know the requirements we would like to know the reporting requirements. What do you want? What is this BW? They don't know what BW is. If you speak more technically they can't understand. What we used to do ante, okay, for you to make you understand what BW is, we used to create some demo. We used to load some dummy data and then create some reports, and so that they will know what kind of reports can be leveraged from BW. So at a demo is one can explain this. BW ante ila untundana, reporting ila vastundi, ila reports cheyochu. We are not showing him how the loading happens. We are only showing him how the reports looks like and what kind of drill down he can do, what kind of analysis he can do. Atla we used to give a demo. Then they understand. Okay, they understand BW as, okay, this is a reporting tool, right? Okay, yes anta one మొత్తం మనం స్కీమా అని చెప్పాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. BW is a reporting tool where you can get all your analytical reports for you. Fine. Now tell me, once you understand this now, right? Now tell me what kind of reports you would like to have in BW. BW అంటే అర్థమైంది. Now the report looks like, what kind of environment it is, how you can leverage it, you understand now. Business user understands it with the demo. Then okay, ఇలా ఉంటుంది system. What reports do you want? Tell me. And generally there will be some power users really strong. Okay, they will be more strong than you, more functional. They can understand the complete business. And as it is, we don't know what is the business of BW. We don't know how they do business. But there will be some functional people or power users who understand the business perfectly, but they don't know BW. So that is what he will act as an analyst. The person who understands the complete business will be referred as an analyst bus, and he will be a BW consultant. You start interacting with him. He will be along with you when you are gathering requirements. He will help you to understand the business. Okay, then when you start asking him, and you'll have a workshop. You basically conduct a workshop where all users come in virtually or physically. Reports చూడగానే BW report screen చూడగానే నాకు ఇది కావాలి గప్ప they start listing out their own things what they get in mind. Okay, మనం ఏం చేస్తుంటే we start just noting down whatever I want, all the orders which are in progress అని ఒకడు అంటాడు. Some other says I would like to see total order value per day. Some person says I would like monthly trending of the sales order value. I would like to analyze the customers based on the order values. I want analysis on the customers on the number of orders. One ఇష్టానుసారం వస్తుంటారు కూడా మనం రాసుకుంటూ ఉంటాం. వాట్ he gives in with the user name, ఎవడు మాత్రం మన పేరు రాసుకుని పెట్టుకుంటా ఉంటాం అన్నమాట. అయిపోయినా దిస్ ఇస్ నాట్ ద వే ఇట్ వర్క్స్ అవుట్ అని చెప్పి అందరిని పంపించేసి ఒక్కొని పట్టుకుంటాం. ఒక యూజర్ని పట్టుకోవడం, వాడు ఇచ్చిన రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఉంటే వాటితో వీ షెడ్యూల్ మీటింగ్ విత్ హిమ్. Then we'll start asking him, okay, how do you want, ante what is the report you want? You said you wanted this, right? What columns do you want in this report, or how do you want to have it? Do you want it in Excel or do you want to have it in browser based? We start asking him all. What I wanted, and naaki banni teldanna, I'll tell you what I do. Okay, you would have done before BW comes in. Do you think that they would already have that reports or no, or they would be waiting for BW to give them the report? Some way they would have been referring to that report. Let's say they are doing some Excel. What you'll start telling you like this. I don't know. At the every day I do like this antaru. What is it? I go to SC11 like this. Man, game chesam one teluga chestantaru. Okay. I go to VBAC table like this, display, and I go to contents, and I remove this 200. One game teluga batti kottinaru steps ichesitru anaki. Okay. I remove this 200. Then I want to select only some fields from this table. I want VBLN, the date, and then sales document type, document category, net value, currency of the transaction, then sales organization, distribution channel, division, sales group, sales office, and it petkuni. Then I'll say execute this. I get the complete list here, list of the data here. Then I would basically export this. I get how many records here? 9,000. This is dummy system. This is an IDA system what I am using. There are already some dummy records created. Okay. If it is new fresh production system, there will be no database. As and when they create transaction, then the data comes in. Then it will say I'll export this to Excel like this. And BW లేదు కదా వాళ్ళు ఇట్లా manual గా చేసుకుంటారు. They will be doing these reports manually. Yeah? I'll say desktop, I'll save it, and then I'll say my file is sales underscore 22nd 04 2015 and పెట్టేసి I'll save it as what Excel file generate కొడతాను. వాడు చూపిస్తుంటాడు వాడు రోజు డైలీ వాడు ఏం చేస్తాడో చూపిస్తాడు. ఇట్ జస్ట్ షోస్ యువర్ డెమో లైక్ దిస్ హియర్, అండ్ దెన్ యూ విల్ హ్యావ్ అ ఫైల్ లైక్ దిస్. ఐ ఓపెన్ దిస్ ఫైల్. వాళ్ళు యూజర్స్ ఎక్సెల్లో ఇంకా భయంకరంగా ఉంటారు ఫాస్ట్. ఓకే, దే విల్ జస్ట్ సే ఐ delete this row also, and then I adjust this columns and I make it as sales order. I'll just created date. This is document category. Say order type of order. This is my total value of the order value, and this is the currency of the order. Or I can say order currency. And then he says this is sales org. This is a division. Sales, we makes it more user understandable language. Okay, sales office, it gets data like this. Yeah, and then he says I get the data like this. Okay, what I want to do next, from this Excel sheet I calculate year. Okay, and I write a function like say year on the okay, year of this here. Let me see if there's any function. Year of date, yes. I can say write of this. I can also do this way, right? It says now once I get the data, I calculate the year like this. You would do a lot of calculations, month, year, any calculate. I just also calculate month and say month, year. Okay. Say write off. I get month and year. Basically, what he's doing after downloading is doing some massaging to this data like this here, and he says now I've got dots here. I would like to replace this. This is actually the scaling is different for me. It's a right clicks, format cell. First, what I'll do, I'll take sort 0. Place dot with blank space. Then I'll say Control F. Replace comma with dot. It's a number with 2 decimals. So like this I'll format mine, and then let's see if you want to do some currency conversion, you would have done this. So then if he gets all the data manipulations and get the data ready for it. I got all this data and then enable this. So he does the, and then he sets this as data, and then he starts doing this. He starts creating a pivot table on this now for analysis. Let's say insert pivot table. Now this is a range, fine. Now he gets with say for a sales organization. And I would like to see total value of the order value, and I'd see for every year like this. Okay, then it says year wise pivot table settings, display classic pivot table, and remove subtotals. Now you get this for all. So now do you get this output now? Again it does some, it says don't show me the blanks. So then it starts, you can do formatting of this cell. But మొత్తం ఇట్లా సెట్ చేసి నేను I see basically year wise I'm giving a sales org and what is the totals, and I can have some say sales group, sales office, month wise. I'll put all those into this thing. Now you'll have report filters. User can just do filtering on only for one group, say 1001 like this. I can see that itla vadu is trying to analyze like this, or let's say what very good goal. I just want to say count. Say I would say 1. Let's say we can change this range. Options. We have to change the data range, change data source, A1 to M, right? I'll say. So now I'll also get the count here. So basically I want to get the count of orders. Give LMS. he'll show you this way, saying so this is how I basically present it to my this is what will be done by a power user, and I do all this kind of massaging, and then I give it to a business user, and you would start analyzing this, and based on this they start analyzing. Okay, I've not brought customer, but I could have brought him, but major transaction was done. If it is year wise you want, you can do filtering. Say I remove this filter, I say all, and here you can say I would like to do filtering only on 2014. So in 2014 I only had 5 transactions. If I want to see what is those 5 transactions only in 2014, I can drag drop the sales order, so I can know the order. This was order 14387. Then if I want to see who was the customer, if I have brought in that column also, then I can say what customers. I can remove subtotals here. So am I getting the analysis now? This and a simple analysis, okay, but this is a simple one we can think of. Okay, boss. Let's say same example. I also wanted along with customer also. Okay, I wanted to now I have this data, right? Now I would say options, insert pivot charts. I would go with the line chart and say okay. So this is my charts. He'll place in. So you want to have graphical representation of this. Yeah, and I would just say sales org into this, and let me put sales order also into the report filters. I only have years now. So what only from 10, 11, 12 and 14. So this is what I would get the analysis out of. So they can have graphical representative charts. He does all. He gives lots of information like this. So with this we understand now. Instead of now business doesn't want to have Excel reporting like this, and every time depend on a person who does this and give them. Now they would like to leverage BW to do the same concept. So from ECC, I would extract the required information of which table, the VBAC table, and load into BW and generate a report, something like this, where users can do analysis on this data. Yeah, clear on this? Everyone done? Yeah. So the thing is that how do we do this? The point. Okay, boss. Yeah.